Now we are going to continue with Lord Tennyson. I was speaking of the poem Enoch Arden, which is one of my favorites, and I made a special task of getting that done over there at Princeton University. And actually, what is happening here that Richard Strauss, the great composer, sets it to uh, music so it can be narrated with music going on behind it or during it, or sometimes when there's no voice and just the music. It's all piano music. It's not orchestra or anything like that. It's piano music. And so what I did at Princeton University, I had the opportunity there to make a disc of it to play. And now in that poem, which is a very long poem, in fact, what happens in that poem, which I have right here in this very old book, you can see there are certain places where Strauss does not have that part of the music. So you can see these little places that I mark. That's where Strauss has the words. And otherwise, he does not have that. He just has nothing else going on. So that's what you can see. And there's a little picture of Enoch Arden and the woman he was with, and so forth. But so what this does, it shows you all the places where only the piano plays and what Strauss leaves off in words. So this gave me a good idea of how this poem was used by Richard Strauss. So what we are going to do now is play just a little of it. And what's interesting about this particular recording is that it is done, the narrator is Claude Rains, and the piano player is Glenn Gould. So this is the Tennyson's Enoch Arden. And what we will do now is get it started, and I will bring it over here. And what we're going to do is use this device so that we can hear a little of it. So we will turn it on now and then get it to play. And you will hear just a little bit of what it's really like. This will come on shortly.
Powering on. Welcome to Alltech Lansing.
Long lines of cliff breaking have left a chasm, and in the chasm are foam and yellow sands. Beyond, red roofs about a narrow wharf in cluster. Then a mouldered church, and higher, a long street climbs to one tall towered mill, and high in heaven behind it a grey down with Danish barrows, and a hazelwood by autumn nutters haunted flourishes green in a cup-like hollow of the down.
There you can hear some of the music and the narration. Now, when we come back, we will explain something about what's going on with Richard Strauss's music there. There's much more of it, and I will play more if there's time, but right now, this gives you some idea of the sound of the piano playing and the narration of this. Quite a good story, but we will continue with this in a moment.